no biasam, no biasmo.
Now was checking your time. It's only 44 after 7. Na adope babenda was once again. Na yema wakwaba. But I'm faster than being so Emma, my sports team no for coming up with Kessben for Brussels. Adope you know din komo. And come on, who do a pina no adope you go up so and stay with us. Na yene won't change. As mentioned earlier, the Honorable Alan Kojo Chembatin will be joining us on our conversation this morning. Now, Yenino at the Enkomo. And we have a lot coming up this morning. Stay with us. Now, Shannon Sumami says, who DSTV Sua channel no channel 364 Go TV. Channel 121 and afi on your multi TV digibox no eso anope unya ye live and no no pacho mo amu yusu normal digital TV free to air anope unya ye live so na yede wo edi enkomo enti ma wadwen training nyina no Emra 0550596929 0550596929 0550567929 numbers are no pay your day Juma. It is only 7:45 now. But I'm fast than it be Mascon Estate Ghana Limited for na and pay one more Roma. A Mascon for Abua ye pa. Now one more say one more airton and Saseno Ayen Sase Papa Mekase Ayen Sase Papa. Not just a man so tribia no any home. Wacho Okotoa Sase ewo a Mascon for Asoya. We safe pa. And until I pay may come for the amount na wonso asasi bia wo pe edi ujuma bia no woni e mascon for any enkomo womonsa no egu chopoli e won kra ha 5 minutes drive away from Central University na afi watimi akwa jodie that say the omo yenie womo ehase on the 18th of June womo de kwa kosi the 9th of August and sana promotion ye abanewe promotion nyina no ene se adwumayeku ahodo ampacho owa ketua woje ne bosomi bia no say yese mo nkeka mo humbo na momra mo ba ye bema mo asase a ebetimi aboa mo eno nti samo ye nsem trofo ku a mo betimi aba nsem trofo mo ye namfo no mo a mo betimi akeka mo nyina mo ho ede abom na afi mo aba beje ensase ne bi police officers, immigration officers, fire service, customs mo nyina no mo ka ho bi mo a mo ye akyerɛkyerɛfo mo a mo ye bankers, mo nurses and doctors, but your factory worker, munyina mo betimi aka mo ho abom na afie mo aba. Mo di dwanso e wo dwomu a pacho dwadifo no mo betimi aka mo nyina mo ho abom, mo ye welders, mo na mo form association and a group mo ba ye betimi ahwe na ye transase ne bi e de amamo. Sanso so na tailor for ene mo amaka nyina no obia no echefa e wo mo ebi. Anopay one plot no yate so say who e de amount e 18,000 Ghana cedis. Na esanse mo boaboa mo ho se ekuo na mo ababeje nsase ni nte mo ba obia no e de 3,000 Ghana cedis ana ebeto ase na afe yamao afe baako na 15,000 no aka no watimi etua ne nkakra bosumi bia na wape kakra e de aba anopei e mascon emma obia Ghana ni ba bia akwanya se wono nso ebetimi ababeye asase ra eno nti bwacho bra na bejibi na yene wo eni nkomo 70 by 100 eye one plot ana afe 100 by 35 and so a half plot and pay opposite when a mascon for edi and kobo for one more on 0553 840-646 0553-840-646 and now for 0553-838730 na woni e mascon for any enkomo anopay na womo ebeje wo so aboa ma wonsa etimi aka asase 48 after 7 na menide Kwame Appiah Kubi Mr. Speaker. I'm highly grateful anopay ya said ya we can anopay bia no mpacho ene adesua de eho hia pa enti ope book books papa na ene no yato ye boase atro ye mistakes ne errors bi e won bia afrimu na yegina naka curriculum so ana atro books no de ama mmofra no se de be ya wo nso kenkan a wo mo benya nimdia hodo no eno best brain publication wo mo ana de books no de papa ni nyina no de abadwaman so from the basic level ekokosi senior high school pacho subject ahodo amofra ni ye ni nyina best brain publication for will be wo mo asɔyɛ anɔpɛ wo mo atena se mame emma wo mo ache na me ma wo mo akwaba baje empom te sɛ
ihu adom ko Mr. Speaker
bibi e fine
o ihu adom
best brain mo heavy pa anɔpɛ ya wa ba mi nim sɛ enkomo wo ho ye di kai mame ntio na ye ntie enkomo pa wo de ma ya anɔpɛ
yo Mr. Speaker dedi kai me charo ma chia matiefo nyina so say da dedi kan aka no say ope nwoma papa betima to nshas papa ama obada achi a best brain book nko na esa
okay
best brain book books a dedi kan na ka agiatum afi book a na kinkan emre pa yi sanso na book a na nti asenso emre na ma adekire ne kan say adesua den emre no na ene ye courses kakra
secondary school
say ye from JS nursery sa ko si
senior high school
ye courses kakra ye be hwe na biology ha on say biology science for na ye omo ba ko ye medicine na pharmacy omo na ye
pure science
and then the ma best brain book biology e kan wansem ye so nkokra biology wa system no mu de kan pa no ye be ka ohwe sene osi twa nwoma yi a se de bia ka no e mana kenkan ene ade kire memre pa syllabus no efi form 1 kosi form 3 no bibie ni ho efa biology ho a unya no book yi mu on se bi ho mo cut and paste keke there's bibia obenya ewo we mu afi ne e ma eta da songo kura ne se topic bia o ka ho asem no ade kura wo ka ho asem no waye ho mfuni de ede ama wo ebi won so wade diagram de ama wo on say emupi eni say akora ken kan de no yo sa na we hu bibia on tare na wede o kana se enu ti topic bia obenya ade kura wo ka no waye ho mfuni kama a kira de kodie no a wede o ka ho asem no afi eye book ba ko nso a every topic bia so ayade ababenya examinable questions ho and esa prepare ama we exams dashi and if form 1 kosi form 3 no unwe book yi no
na wa solve
questions nyina obetimanya bi editor to onko na da ho homede twen and you won say ema usua ema ne dey mremre dey ema and unti ne hu hia pa say emprempren a obefa your number ne sisi a or open book etino after 0507 200 after 0241 520 946 bomodia na phrase si a o de Mr. Send me kan on enhwe we say so hwe ya o say microscope is that microscopy then akwamba se faso de adwuma on say ye nipadua na ehɔ no nam se ba ye kafa ye nipadua ekwan a refa so bam ekwan a ye nipadua fa so bidi ne yare so cells ahoro se yare bam kura efidie be na ebitim da hwehwɛ ane ne ma horo ye den etiti sa enti hwɛ wa na fefe dai eda kama ye den amount
okay
wo de to nchen a o de ne parts ni nyina o ne mu bibia so ye den amount kama se ne ka se ne yare si edi enso nkunimi o de me fa ba ko pe na my brain nti o de hwe say ti say mfa covid-19 bae
yes
o say kan pa bebre hwe ahiri pa bebre ase ba ne say chronic mi bedi nkunim sa o ba kire o say virus ba o ni padua mu a o cells no yo so onya do o be gan say o be attack no as a host cell no o be attack no o attack no no ko adi nkunim wi a afi enam so no time di nkunim di afi ono so de foforo bebre dey e be ka ho no de kakra no de o de wiki o system ni na nti say why diagram fe dey amon e kwan a obefa so obe attack o cell no o kwan a oba ono so be to be produce kakra obetima de be dey abe wiki o system ni nyina enti hwe se akro na isua na bro waken kan wo man sa diagram no hu ni nyina ohia se o ka bibi fa yini pedion kwan ya refa so bem ekwan ya refa so di edu sunkunim a so obebra na omre kra adenti afi se wo sua osua no enam say ye o images na se pictures ene diagrams ahoro nti no abobo from wabede obeti die osua na nkasa de asiye pa eno de ho hia pa se mprempren ya no bombodian say obefre number ni sisi a 0507 200 afe 0241 520946 afe sene di kan your books bebrebe if in Nigeria kwakokosi JSS and SSR books are kan wasem and the books are horo ben na yewo ai betima abo amofra ne paaye so far Nigeria ni se ya your literacy ai Nigeria 1 and 2 afe your numeracy and so Nigeria 1 and 2 afi your early writing no so NSG 1 and 2 Samsung your phonics NSG 1 and 2 afi your picture reading and so NSG 1 and 2 into fa your next books na sa books ni na opebi ato abeden ubenya afi uba yen KG books nso a ubenya numeracy KG1 and KG2 afi nso ubenya literacy KG1 KG2 ubenya our word our people and so KG1 KG2 afi uba bebenya creative art and so KG1 KG2 ubenya phonics and so KG1 KG2 ubenya Karen KG1 KG2 afa ubenya early writing KG1 KG2 ubenya picture reading and so KG1 KG2 sanso ubenya fun reading comprehension and so KG1 KG2 afa se oba yen primary books nso a oba benya math book 1 up to book 6 basic 1 to basic 6 afa ubenya science basic 1 up to basic 6 afi benya English basic 1 up to the basic 6 afi benya our word our people basic 1 to basic 6 afi benya computing and so basic 1 to basic 6 afi benya creative art and so basic 1 to basic 6 afi yo asantitwi and so basic 1 to basic 6 yo history basic 1 to basic 6 afi yo RME and so basic 1 to basic 6 afi yo Akuapim and so basic 1 to basic 6 sane yo ga and so basic 1 to basic 6 afi yo infante and so basic 1 to basic 6 afi your French and so basic 1 to basic 6 and now say mama person from sua pi eka ho nti ohwe maths and science na ade a waye workbook ayde ababeka ho a obebenya no so betima bo apaaye afi ohwe yen Jesus product nso a eye combine so turn from 1 a odbebe wie ewo form 3 and your maths basic form 1 to form 3 no ebomba ko sanso na wo science and so form 1 to form 3 ebomba ko afi ye wo English and so form 1 to form 3 ebomba ko afi your French and so ebomba ko sa combine afi your career technology and so combine afi your creative art and so combine wo twi afi your social studies RME afi your past questions and my Jesus for nyina sanso na SS products e kan wasem your biology and so na for your government and your past questions and my SS products ni na and don't say onima bebre a so oba ya kachi awere obenya bi and unti na ho hia pa say open bulk etua friend no man is here 0507 200 afei 0241 520 and dia back at open bulk etu nko ande ya weden obenya bi afei me ahoro ben nam speaker say we are wo na ope bi aton so a obenya ato say wo yen Accra ha say ya okọ Rollins Park afei top road no books obebrebe e na eden ho wo ma 7 side hon so a okọ play and learn so a dia obeden obenya bi ato e ho afei say o Kumasi a o KO na afi uwa adum nso a yade a obenya bia den ato afi ugo takrade nso a ko market circle enso books bo bebrebe yade e ho afi okofodua nso a enso ko total 2 enso benya bebrebe sanso tanwale nso a enso ko taxi rank na ko post officer yade benya bebrebe nso yade eto afi nya no nko a o baby e ben u bia books of bia ben u bia borem se open best brain book papa betima to chance papa ere amofra no yen ka se best brain book nko a na obenya videos aka de were usua no obenya link and as a QR codes we book no mo betima den e de sua de so de we best brain 20 a unya book bia usua video ere e ka on best brain book nko a enti se yeah awofo no ye mbode an say Say any school crying at Tom Yamana, the years so fear. If you say any and that, young demand 20 chance pound more, I see bills at me one. Your mom, dear, say, you better books up with BMU, near was a best brain book, say nursery, say a KG, say a primary, say yes, as SS no, you more room than Copaco, and my ya, and Mofrano, near there between a 20 chance papa, a mom.
Very well. For numbers, need to drive him now. You're fancy.
And your numbers no 0507
0507 200
Afe 0241 520 946. So pe boko to a baby a wo bia no de frey edin man bero.
Very well. Mame and now was say anope na pacho open books papa ato na echime aboa obano ne ho masua dia anope best brain publication for books and assesse wonso utimi etobi ebeboa wo ye pra from nursery no ekwa de kosi ege senior high school no subject ahodo mu ye nyina no pacho wo mo ewo bi ewo ho edonti ko na koje wo de me da say anope nyame enhira mame enkwa homane so na menye adwuma we de edikan emra whilst we prepare the way for the honorable Alan Kojo Chemate but many executive director at the Masem say NDM Komo na we were told say from Ndra there say utility tariffs no ebe kosro water bill electricity any the account nyina Ben is here to make a good morning and pom to say
good morning Binia.
Very well. And open bed as I said, what so the earlier indications telling us from 1st July, idea tariffs no increment no ebeba na afe implementation no efrasia. Ma yenin komano pay PURC efrasia womodi ye adwuma na.
Oh yes, and your PRS in the Bayajuma, the distributors and the Bayajuma, me assure from a no distribution calibrate the new tariff into the billing system. Now, on the amount if we know and will be able to electricity piano, especially some of the residential users now, cost by 5%. The Yajuma.
And 5% no reflectives no say an average consumer or to prepaid 100 CDs no. Say you walk or probably short time no in terms of period no and on the so better and as they saying.
So in terms of period no so better unless it be all this kind of background because what it means is that those days all the 100 cities 66 kilowatt hour then all the 100 cities no kwa obenya be 60 kilowatt hour. Okay. So now 66 now. I was won't improve on the 100 and also this can become 100 no and stand what you mean 66 kilowatt hour no and yes idea so better abakakra.
But are we really going to see improved services?
Improved service in terms of generation there's going to be an improvement because Minister of Finance and some of the IPPs it may call them promo to restructure their debt. But in a government that financial relief so between this cannot invest in other distribution and then also transmission of power to our various households. This improvement we are going to experience quality, reliable and stable power distribution across the country.
Very well, but I mean, for some weeks now, Yehunse and Kaniano are a little bit more stabilized. Improvement about and as a mechanism no Yeguswa Yedi Juma and to say no Sikano a flow within the value chain. The plant any WAPCO one more catches a 1 more year repair works on their pipelines, you know, are they back on stream? And until Yehuyana.
Million, that be a Mekase WAPCO even halting the distribution of natural gas no should not put us into doing so. Because the generation, even dependable or available capacity, they are in excess of what WAPCO is doing. WAPCO produces about 55 mm scarf, and he said WAPCO my 55 mm scarf, a bright country about 530 mm scarf. Any idea? No interest WAPCO no. The supplies no cry a bit to me as soon. The supplies no already not answering. The WAPCO cut offer. There are other sources of fuel a bit to me their power these plants because some of these plants are dual plants or combined plants. It means natural gas and as they use diesel oil, heavy fuel oil or light crude oil. You know WAPCO should not be a problem. The problem is that the NTN doom so no one say a bra WAPCO chairman now or my Ghana yes we intimate Nesika and oil name begum. And some of the IPPs and so no more claim say Omunisika because of car mind you Omunisika better oil agum. But in their assurance about I think that even the Wapco Katekrana, the IPPs will be able to mobilize revenue to get other fuel oil to support their plant. Do so on a base stable. Our problem in the coming days, localized fault experiencing because of the obsolete infrastructure within the distribution value chain and also the transmission value chain. So, infrastructure and improvement in terms of distribution and transmission. Can be stable, but you be experiencing intermittent outages, and yes, a basa a localized fault, and because in terms of generation, I think the government has done well by closing that particular challenge.
Very well, but we still have some debts to cater for.
Yes, and so debt and also my koda ashehan. The problem of the energy sector is our inability to pay the debts as fast as we could. For example, some of these debts were generated at the time and now CD, a bear 5 to $1. The CD is around 15 Ghana cedis to $1. So it means that the CD equivalent of these debts are triple from 5 Ghana cedis to 15 Ghana cedis, and that also compounds the debt situation in the local currency for these IPPs. So you must restructure a CBT and a Dutch, the American say that you see the net here in a constant depreciation. And that you do you see the 25 to maybe 30 Ghana cedis to $1, and that also compounds the debt situation of the energy sector. And appropriately and efficiently, I think that we need to invest this particular sikanke. You're investing here so that time you do a CBT on the and say restructure. We need to invest it well so that time to be doing the business cano. And how do we invest it? We invest it in improving revenue collection of ECG. We invest it in improving stable and efficient distribution of power by ECG. We invest it in making sure that the power loss to us, the technical and commercial losses are declined, because the major challenge with respect to revenue mobilization now in the power sector is the technical and commercial losses. The ECG's inability to recover fully the power sold to them through revenue mobilization. Yamba is seeking in Anko, Yama scanning in Akoa, a Bebuama, can't be able to see BTS can, Unfortunately for us, the speaker, the World Bank has even come to assist us. It's about $350 million for power sector improvement and infrastructure program. I think that's Sikano moving now and Fanya the fulfill, because an experience we've had in this country is that some of these revenues come, but government diverts them to other areas of the economy other than the power sector. The emphasis can improve power sector so that a stable.
Yes, no, Ben, I don't know. Lead me to my next question. No, sir. I mean, the last time our minister Ekasai, he gave an indication, said the cash waterfall mechanism. No, I mean they are sitting down with the parties involved with the value chain. Now, one more ashe say a Juma. We are told, say by end of March, ECG, ATL Sikano, Edema, those that are supposed to receive it. Are we still standing by those plans? And are near my assessor in terms of that model?
I think recent times the rebel ECG about to what civil society and also the PRC. It has, now ECG, ATL, the IPPs as a private power supply companies and as a private sector service providers within the power value chain, na ECG, Etiomo, which are the category A. But na category B, which are state-owned entities, na ECG own tier. And now Minister of Finance now also in tier. And recent times, the ECG has been complying fully with the cash waterfall mechanism. Abra Utia, the category A, which are private players, and also category B, government and as a public players. Okay. The problem with us is the Minister of Finance and now on forfeiting the side of the bargain. And also on fulfilling the side of the bargain. And for that matter, the best remedies of finance say on also fulfilling the side of the bargain. To be fulfilling the side of the bargain, it means that recurrent debt in the energy sector are being taken care of. Afina can legacy debt and was a MCP, and now it's restructured almost 1 billion of it. And in Tiebemasa, then they make financial relief, for us to invest appropriately in the power sector to make sure that we get quality, stable, and reliable supply of power.
Very well. We anticipate, sir, and can you debate me, Ejina Sosa. Ben, I'm grateful for your time. Benso beda say.
But maybe I know me was assemble Kwame de to.
Assemble now, Ben.
His Excellency Mr. Alan Chamanting. I think that I've gone through their great transformational plan, but as an energy policy person, no, and also an environmentalist, and I think that they need to improve with respect to charcoal production. Most of these political parties.
But you have gone through the booklet or the abano, the planner Alan the abano.
Yeah, I've gone through that, especially the energy section, no.
Okay, and all concerns is a woman utilize it again.
The concerns they say was their plan for charcoal because charcoal production is depleting our forest. Omo plan for charcoal no then because it's not stated in their manifesto and a plan no, with respect to the energy side. Charcoal has become an unclean energy at the household level. Almost 70% of Ghanaians use charcoal at the household level, and because of the usage of this charcoal, no. Ama emissions no air cost ama your forest no air depleting your forest need depleting no we have for something called forest resources more any more nkiti or more asase or more asase no very good habitable animals ni na no any shit because of forest depletion and because of charcoal burning ye near be kran anka any kwan say ye share nut ye mango in Kintampo areas and also the savannah regions no transitional areas and we say but most political parties do not even have a policy on charcoal and how we can stop the burning of charcoal and improve LPG usage. Intiminia, the person will be say, Diana omu party no omu ema the charcoal industry.
Very well, Ben. Your question has been noted, and you may be some more. Why? But I say, Executive Director Edema Simpson, I mean, no, Eddie and Komono Benjamin is here speaking to us and bringing us to exactly 10 after 8. A high Kessben 92.9. But your numbers near 05505969290 055056792. We are live on DSTV on channel 364, Go TV channel 121. Na afi Facebook and so what join your live na anope what join the conversation. 11 after 8. Mamema Odia Sempa Kwame Appiah Kubi Sache. Na memano Akwaba. Odi Maakye.
Medo so bema.
Empom to say.
Oh, nyaminti boko nanswe.
Erade de yem kwa cheye. Na odi aba enti e maskon hon komo ana yeba ababedi. Odi mamintie wanope.
Okay. Abusian for yemfa encha sonkon emfree Imascon Estate Ghana Limited. Na baby biara wo hye yen ene baby a wutie afidikase esuo no. Yemfa emra wo. Opani wada Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ano. Yewra hope. Wasmenfa ento animu se asase pa na wo pato. Asase amansusem bia eni so asase ho kratasam eye genuine ya obetimi ato ede ato wo emfie petepe ne wakodi udwuma baabi a pebia wokọ no san aba ne waba beto asase no e wa bra wo ha bia emaso wo bia mfane nsa enka asase no na edasoa eda won ma etwen wodi a ene na wo sa Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ya soye ana wo sa otumi di wani ekire abusia ansa na Imascon ya beton asase ediama ono ni ya hwese asase ayeto ama ono ya ye bibia wie enkratasem nyina eye genuine enkomo bia wose ye di e wasase na chi ansa na abedi ensam ni aton ediama wonso nya asam e ho no na ni nyina ye bibia wie kama enti Imascon Estate Ghana Limited de bia me bana me ka me nsase me bo pan e ka se the whole Ghana yenko a ene adwumako a ye twene amanfo ho a ye ton ensase wa ha obiada ene akire na busen wo ya me kan e bia wo teka mu ana empo wo di dwumadie bi eno nti bomodian gie no mesi na wo gie no mesi na wato bo ase any penny contract for what adwumai ano yewura hope ya wo di no birthday na woni no adi enkomo ye no mesi ye di kan no eye 05 0553
0553
840
840
646
646
0553
0553
840
840
646
646
and 0553
0553
838
838
730
730
0553
0553
838
838
730
730
and 0209
0209
155
155
437
437
0209
0209
155
155
437
437
Ebusia wati no meso no awie no tie me we ya me no wo ekan ye promotion sonko na promotion ye hyase bosomi a etwam koyi ni da na etoso edunwotwe ye ya akopem August bosomi no ni da ya etoso enkono na sa promotion we ya ye no ye diama mo ye adwuma eye bosomi adwuma yefo ya moje bosomi akatua ene mo nsoso a monya bosomi akatua na munya bosomi adwuma moje bosomi akatua na nso a moya mo bodwa adie munyina mo ka ho ana sa promotion we ya de emamo na de yeten say yensa asen bi ne yedi kan ade agu TV ni so enunti bamodian na bra be hye evisa empenfo se osuma osemani en tese control for osemi suman eni mani ni nyina ne sa ensase papa ye ton no ane ye pesa wo be hye fisi ene ensase no enya de yede nsuom enya de agu pipa so no akase bia ensuo to a ebe yira faw ana de atacha bebrew ana empo ebia mframa fa egu pipa nso nti ebia na wo dan so apa yensase no eye flat land etesa desert no ane ye dwiso nyina kama ye demarcation aye bibia wo so edisa wo to ya asase na eno ense wusu dan na promotion na me kan wasem no emu package no enie mu amoya bosome adwuma sa ban adwuma anampo ankrankra adwuma ya moje bosome akatua eni ye nuanom ne ya maame ne ya papa nom ya mo nso mo nya bosome adwuma na mo nya bosome akatua na mo mu ambodwa se dwa na wudi mu ya akuafo anempo mo pamade mu ya carpenterfo mu ya adrobafo ane yesem nyina mo nka mo emom na momra imaskon yase ye na mo ba yensase a enkane ewo tropolina ne buo no eye 30,000 Ghana cedis no ena me ne wo kasai yate so ade aba 18,000 Ghana cedis shanensom ensase na ne buo no tete no na eye 30,000 Ghana cedis no ena me ne wo kasai yate so ade aba 18,000 Ghana cedis na half proton so enkane na eye 15,000 Ghana cedis ena yate so edi aba 9,000 Ghana cedis sadia bia mbotimi atobie enti samo ba ensantofo a yesemo nka mo emom duduo mu asojafo aprosifo achechefo factory workers prison service for fire service for mudia munyina dama mo ye bosome adwuma na bosome anamogima akatua no mo nkeka mo emom as a group or as a team na mo mra yaso ye na mo ba na mo de 3,000 Ghana cedis edi kan aba beto ase ni atete monsas no edi amamo sanso na monsa mo pamade mo a monya bosum ya dwuma na ma mo ya mbodwa adwuma no yesem okuo monso nka momom na mo ba san ye beye di amamo monso obi aba won fa 3,000 Ghana cedis enkuta emfa emra no obi aba no odi aba beto ase na fa 15,000 no aka no ni atu ya bu asem ni ya de bosum paripari edum yenu eye 1 year S1 mo ni ya spread edi amamo sad ye be ya monsoso no mu betimi etia ne kakra mami nka bio 18,000 Ghana cedis for one plot no an ya se mo ba mwaka mo abom ntino obi ani kan emfa 3,000 Ghana cedis emra meto ase na mo de beto ase ani atete nsase no ni ya de amamo no ma hya ase na mo simu dan ewoso ni ya de afeba ko 1 year edi ato edi amamo na motua ne kakra sadia be afene enso no na motumatua nyina awie enti we ya tete no block by block ana ukwa santimantama yese quarters enti nsantofo na mudiani aprosifo mudiani ma mo pamade mudiani ma mo ton ade ya mu di dwa no mo nso mo di ntia no block by block and quarters by quarters said ye be no bi ba hwema ye betima chese wei eya press for lem niem wei ya soldier for wei ya central for wei ya factory workers wei ya mo di dwa sa na ye no said ye be ya bibia be kwa kama na ye tumi edi amamo ebusamesi ensase no ewo tropoli na tropoli amikan ewo dowenya kwan so ya ni nyan ewo Greater Accra region he yada na baby amikan no ewo na Central University ewo afei ewo nso ana sagleme affordable house yakon asem Ghana no ewo na eno nso no ewo Reverend Sam Kranchakra ni prayer city atun din say Shiloh city amina nataka no Shiloh city no ewo ani ensase no ewo nso ne yebeyi new airport yi na yede akom ewo tropoli ntabusia so obeto yensase ne bia wonto ho entwene ye efisien sas no ewo krompe wo ya mekan amanfo di ka totobi am yesiso madan e de ama wonom ya wonom etete won ensuo ne nkane nyina wonom kama bibia ni padasa ne wonya wasetena mu ya sa wotena se ema ne yeye no ne nyina ewo honom yensas ne so egu kwan ho entemu ba ne atete ne yede amamo wonom abie dada ya yensas no eye kama medical kasama so sembia ne so won wo bi ani so etu betima tompo di ato no atu kwan no akọ no asamba no aba beto awa adwuma so entabusie bomodi answer di free Monday akopem Friday no mo ba modemo valid ID card ebeka ho modemo valid ID card ebeka ho sade beya mobile beya registration and booking di amamo na meme ndabia ne yakọ asase ne so na mo nyina yetimi de mako ya asase a yekase papa no na matimi atobi mo de 3000 to ase a ni atete de manoma hyase na masimu dan no ewo so enti abusua ya to yebu asepa ne di promotion we e de agu akwan mu package we kama ya ye de emamo ye ro hope no birthday no odiem ya no ntia ye ni say na ye de amamo ye nsase no eno ne size no one plot no eye 70 by 100 70 by 100 and a half plot on so de no eye 35 by 100 35 by 100 tabusia we de somebody kaka no monkeka mo emom na momra as a group or as a team na ya teso kama edi amamo sade ebe mbetime nyansase ne bi na mosmatuma ye fiewura fi se efie matenetuo no e dos ndodo abusia mesensase no ya tetene quarters by quarters and a block by block ntimma mo nya ha mo ba kwan bia so ne mpam sabeka ene amonyi ye no meseno die etwa to bra ya sorry so akọ ya office no e was Sprinters Road Community 18 Junction Sprinters Road Community 18 Junction ewo Greater Accra region heyada yane Alan filling station wonmo no ana edin hwani mo yesan eben KFC baby amuton aduane no entabusia je no masi ebra yesori sako we no mubetimi afra yen ni aba mo office wonmo na ya ba yen cheche no fofra na sempo no ya be kiremu ya kwase amamatimi atiase enti say ye dwom say office mo fra yen ya beba wapani na mu yera hope aka ho ane ye beba ne abel san cheche no na ya cheche mu ye amatiase enti no masiri bio eni eye 0553
0553
840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 abusiamon frɛ na mo fra ye begem so ye dem ase
leso be da ase odi asempa pomeso mensa. Thank you so much.
Another 6 o'clock is here. Wake up and meet the morning dear.
Brand new day is a brand new slate.
Like Barack say yes I can. Don't let the worries of yes.
I was here 22 minutes after 8.
Lovely day.
numbers here 05505969929 05505679929 say oh DSTV so your channel no your channel 364 Go TV your channel 121 and afi on free to air and pay unya your live and pay say we use a multi TV DJ box in so unsa ebeka ye enti aha Kessben television more multi or radio so no aha 92.9
Kessben 92.9 Asidan Kwa
Beda say but faster than be Emma's Global Link Limited for no pay but your one more boy ye by but acquaint you one sem there Emma's Global Link Limited for say and pay me more one kaye say the whole Ghana woman kwa the boy edi wo tu kwan papa I don't think we will be a when you say and then you bet to kwan akwa manane na wakoto awudwumedie so ewo ho peka krabe hefi I mean you're very important I don't pay global Emma's Global Link Limited for and the Bay Association in no and a ban visa acquisition one more and take you through the process now I feel the necessary documentation in one more and far more now also ya kwan copy mo wa manane the teacher what we are this year our person to our this year so what say your masters and a PhD and a work akoye and pay Emma's for the application in no and the amount na afi wo mu wi a wo mu ahwe se wonsa ebetime account wo mu adaroma adope wo mu so aso ye kupa se wo kuma se ne mpatemu a ba chokwa safu labor wo mu ne senate office no edi enhwe ni mo one crime so I will be called Wager Kaswa Main Road you know so White Cross Junction the Honda be more Emma's Global Link Limited for now when you want more editing come and pay but your number is 0504 203401 0504 203401 and after 0535 502499 0535 502499 now when Emma's Global Link Limited for any income Eclipse Collateral Management for Daroma and pay one more second more one kaya but we a Japadira one more a property management organization NT se utie mia but one more day or property document the be juma na afi one more to a commission e wo ho and pay Eclipse Collateral Management for we be a businessman and a businesswoman but you only collateral nanso open a bank loan and a facility and pay when you are moving come Eclipse Collateral Management for ebeboa we ye ama wonsa etime aka wo loan no more ebe assist you with collateral and no the value no will be equivalent to sika open no and ntia do pay call Abakan Street e wo Adenta New site and cry na when Eclipse Collateral Management for any command no pay one more ebe je wo so pa wo number is 0266 999020 0266 999020 and after 0302 55 1877 0302 55 1877 na when the Eclipse Collateral Management for any income and pay na one more ebeje was so here
anyone that ever made it said it was an easy slate like Barack say yes I can don't let the worries of yesterday hold you down on this lovely day.
Mami fast that be Emma St. Louisa local rice na St. Louisa Daroma. But your one more eton local rice anuncio we made in Ghana rice straight from the farm. Na yemfa bibiano enfrem and unti say we use St. Louisa local rice wunya the natural taste of rice. Yeah, ewo Ghana heya and pay we be a pretty restaurant and now we nnuane esia bonten Tom and Crofo beto media and pay eduane bia we be here rice and na emo bia no and pay say we use St. Louisa local rice na we dey nnuane nyina mo amoye mutuo mo amoye rice or mo amoye fried rice jollof rice and the rice family associated dishes you know and pay we be here St. Louisa local rice na we me at the ebe frefre dom ebe boa we ye pa but you pese we nya wapomodin dia did the natural taste of rice St. Louisa local rice but you drama so baby abebu arabia we say St. Louisa local rice na afi we me atobi akono abusia no tobi nsifie esan say wonu wasi ho a eche edi na he kra no entinsu ense enyinya and pay we pese utu no dodo mu na ebe dani o business na won so we ye enya sika gu botoma pacho say when is in Louisa for Eddie One cry how be who more e wo La Paz, one more e adjacent the air cover. And I'll pay for one more now your money come on 0277 45242 0277 45242 and after 0546 242343. Not when it's in Louisa ending come on and pay. But your one more bedje was so yeah. To do this.
Kessben 92.9. I sit down to
it's up. The man, Honorable Alan Kojo Chiamate, and Ope Ewo Studio. Mami Emanachi, na Memano Akwaba to Kessben.
Kessben 92.9.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
And Pumboko, dear. Eradiadum. Yes, you're here.
Speaker, who party very now, who parliament.
Ghana for now, Mr. Speaker. Our radio, so and say, oh, amen. I don't know your momo not your near Babetos. Yamiadum, and see. Horrible. If you are very fine, thank you. Horrible, and I'll pay Kessben, Edawas. Minimum team now, so Edawas.
Mr. Speaker,
horrible.
Say, who say, I've ever presidential contest,
I don't know much.
And the Branham training.
Thank you. Thank you. It will be my honor. I'm grateful. Honorable.
Who body I saw you go to go.
Oh,
that was a Friday.
That is the one. I was here. Yeah, that's the Joe and the sports team.
This is Kessben 93.3 FM.
But delegate no Mawa Kwenya to lead the party and near money be braina the bigger vision in no Ebeka de. A dear near ni swadi huna owo the new patriotic party Amanyuko.
Yo. Yedi kind we about vision at two levels.
Yes.
Vision for the country
and for the party.
And for the party. Now answer na meko party there no so. Me pese me si subio.
Okay.
So even in flag bearer crying. It's not just my record about vision. Okay. I've put forward a new plan for Ghana, the Great Transformational Plan, which symbolizes the new vision for Ghana. The party is what drives the
Radio station that other radio stations listen to.
Send a lot of questions, it's up. The man, Honorable Alan Kojo Martin, and okay, was studio. Mami, Emma Nachi, na Memano Aquama to Kessben. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
And come back on there. Ghana for now, Mr. Speaker. I radio, so and say. Oh, amen. I don't know your momo kono na yani yamabu.
Kessben 92.9.
You be very fine. Thank you. How about I play Kessben?
Mr. Speaker, presidential contest media.
I don't know how much. Thank you. Thank you. You will be my honor. I'm grateful. That's right. It is only 38 after 8. Hi, Kessben 92.9. We are live on Kessben television and live across the country on all our social media platforms. I'll pay my end. I was it now. I will be joined shortly in the studios by the Honorable Alan Kojoche Martin, the leader for Movement for Change. Na I'll pay on the Ghana and no Ebedi and Komo. Now, quite interestingly, I mean, he's the first man officially what the policy document about between we go deeper into Alan Kojoche Martin, the Great Transformational Plan GTP. Na Yanigana Funina no Eddie Hong Kong. Your concerns are welcome. And Maakye trading in no Ebra 05505969299 05505679299. You're live on radio on 92.9. But you're joining a live feed, you know. Other Facebook handles na Maakye trading in no Ebra. We'll tell you more, and you get to understand clearly the vision of the Honorable Alan Kojoche Martin Anope. As well, more messages, more concerns, plus more questions. We'll do our best. You back ready, you back in kind of I'm a native me a year. He has put himself forward for scrutiny, and he Anope, where you're Ghanaian, you have an alternative view on who becomes your next president ahead of December 7. On Election Avenue, we bring you deeper understanding of the issues. Now, Yadika Kachos, in this particular month, we subject the policies and announcement presidential aspirants Ninano to the highest scrutiny. Na Yaniwa Muninano Eddie and Como 40 after 8. And still join us. Mr. Speaker, I'm highly grateful. Stay tuned. The interview will be underway shortly. Mami Fasida Emma Bayport Savings and Loans. I'll pay one more at the fixed deposit at the Abba Bayport 7 Kai will say Ubeti me Abba be a fixed deposit account. Now I face a Wukita 5,000 Ghana cedi say Kodedimwa. Watch your woman Ubetina say I negotiated the level of interest as I say Eba Usikano so Emma Bayport say I don't pay for Usikano Ebeto account anymore. Na womo manage and fanye jubana fe womuntu our interest e was so but you bet me edu sika no abeye investment bosumi miensa bosumi nsia ananso say afe ba ko ni nyina no e Bayport Savings and Loans but you womo de yenim womo pa na womo ba yi womo adwuma aso ani emfie bebre ni ana womo ne moatena aboa mo aye adwuma ahwe se musika no ebenyini e de aba womo e wo flexible conditions and pay Ubora a Bayport Savings and Loans branch be moi. Watch out, fixed deposit no ebeboa we I don't pay. Speak to them across all their branches. Now when the Bayport Savings and Loans sending come and pay one more ebejo. So say one crying in part one more officer a walk kokomlimle no. Watch out a hona betimia. One more ben ATTC school no. Now when the Bayport for any come on. My number is 0245 153283 0245 153283 and after 0263 007 922 0263 007 922. Now when the Bayport Savings and Loans any and come on and pay that one more ebeje usu yepa. Your future is now. Invest your cash today. Watch out, we association, we corporate credit unions. When you know, sorry. Who are doing it? Watch out, what do you seek? Investment will be important. One more amount, attractive interest bar. And no, one more seek. I will add the amount and pay one more daruma, one more abway year bar. I mean, faster than be a Kanisa Ventures. Now, one more at the Kanisa Heba mixture at the Abedjamai. So I'll pay Kanisa and Rono, but your Heba shop will be able to ebeti me academy. Where your bar, where your bema, but your num Kanisa and Roni teach you Moa Sisi Yarie. Asham so as I say, Moya Mohoshia, Eje, Kanisa, and no betu to us here, Ede Amamu Ye Pa. But you teach man, and then in Patemoa. Obeko Kenten taxi rank, one more ewa Kanisa, Heba shop, Ewa, and which in baseline pharmacy be when him across the country biano, Ubenya Kanisa Noni be ato Eyusu Ewa. And I'll pay for Kanisa for on 0247 887436, 0247 887436, and I'll pay 0202 990943, 0202 990943. Not when a Kanisa in Komo and obey. Your Martin is already with us now. Solid. Yaneno Beshem Comodian in Ano. I said, now, Format Institute of Media Studies say, I don't pay me more one kayan, but you'll be a woody, I don't pay. Now, we are interested. Unya Juma ye in Calbe Media, but you're beginning dear and entertaining in Ano. Our Format Institute of Media Studies. I don't pay we a period, we are for banning any jeans and trade Juma ye one. Mano and Concosuania, now when you're named Diano Mapa. Everybody here format amount it here na they are promising one more amount 70% practical, one more we are one more at the 30% theory akahon at the amount. But your broadcast journalism, if we are the media law and ethics and pay was newspaper reporting and reading, sub-editing Format Institute for Ebechel. I don't pay say would here the place to go no a format na when a year one more any answer was one patch of form no 100 Ghana cedis pe na ubehu school no ewo Aliu Mahama Road no eso ewo South Odoko and Kraha and ope one a year Format Institute any enkomo na one more ebeje wo su ye pa one more numbers no 0549 655 649 0549 655 649 na when a Format Institute for any enkomo anope. It's 8:45 a higher Kessben 92.9 live on radio. Say Uwo TV so aha a Kessben TV. DSTV so a channel 364 and Go TV a channel 121. Say Uyusu a multi TV a Digibox neso anope unyaye and so more yusu digital TV no a hojina no anope munyaye. By Intiwi, Naimra. I was checking your time is exactly 47 after 8. Movement for change. Grace Ashi, I love this one. 05505969299 05505679299. The man you've been waiting for is seated in the studio. Kwame Emma, the Honorable Alan Kojoche Martin Ache. We are live on radio on 92.9. In Kumasi, Otiyenka, on 93.3. We are live across the country. On DSTV, we are live at channel 364, Go TV, channel 121, and on Multi TV, Unyaye, free to air, and we are live on all the digital platforms as well. Mame Emma, the Honorable Alan Kojoche Martin Ache, na me mano akwaba. Honorable, good morning. I'm pumped to saying.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable.
How's way?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. I know by the what and I who compare a bank loan.
Me be Honorable me be share with you.
Hey, Speaker.
I want you ho.
And bibia onyame adaroma.
That's right.
Edano susuno. Ya dasi bibia koye pa. Bibia koye. Na answer na. Ense ye be share enkomodie na se no. Mepese meda minua sakesi ase efi se nipa dodo na enim adwuma Kessben ni wura no waye na se Ghana yenya ne seso dukrampa kenanka Ghana nge ni problem kwa nipa Kessben ye chiawo.
Very well. Yeah, that's it. And the Honorable Alan Kojoche Martin, leader for Movement for Change, and then the ARC, and that Yeneno ADM Kombo Anope. Just as we promised you, beginning this month, presidential aspirant, Womo Airborne Tour, Eka Woman Semse Ghana for Montua Bama Womono. We are subjecting Womo policies, any Womo programs, Womo suggested Edema Ghana for Yinano, to proper scrutiny. Anope, the man Alan Kojoche Martin has, availed himself, said Yeneno Enisa Komwe. But so far, Yemra campaign, so wako rounds kakra, wako from the north, uwe oko the eastern part, Kofredia and in Patemo. We see for Movement for Change, a buy any rounds awayeno. So far, send an yema esitia.
Nyamia daruma. Ekoye pa.
Okay.
It couldn't be any better. Na strategy I made a share campaign aseno. And he said, me se me pese me ko dwom.
Okay.
Baby me ko bia medical na mako menu amba ene ya ma menu a omo dwom no. Na mako na menu omo akodi nkomo. If you say wo pese unya the heartbeat of Ghana for baby a Ghana for adwene ene o makomo wo pa dia ene speaker dwom na ubenya die ekosopa obeti ase
e wo mind mu ankasa
if so say ukodwom a ho de nani abre oton no ma
exactly
enti enya de a ubetimi kura ka say o ko mobilize ni pa bia kogu e de aye politics ukwa de omu feeling nanu an o be yi a kirew anoti me say medical alcohol
okay
na chese mi wie kura nsana matoa me campaign so enti so far baby akobia nyame ato super gu so
okay
na on say hono so no say the maker no organic love and nobody share baby abekobia mentimi nyi ba kompom film na eno na emma me da nyame ase pa say me hwe edo a omudi shia me throughout ba kokrampo nima different na ma won say onyame ti ase
emma when it does was say baby a Ghana edu ye hear that level of change Ghana for do na no say one more air kwakoto aba one be show personality so ato aba ne the amount
sa if you say baby amekobia no de meti ene say afa NDC ni MPP ya bremo
okay
in fear duasa mienu 32 years omo ba ban mu senka baby anka nsan bi ese baby anka na anka sa badada so still how are you woman the dodo na kan say afedie yensisem
okay
na yehwe se bia no bema Ghana akoranima enti na amana kwae say MPP ni NDC de Bomuni and it does so woman. The mum a cat, the pafo na
or then home
sign out everybana. A teenager is a media. I say, shall no more show me. The mum no more say, I want to make
okay.
Be crampon himself my free MPP mu. I know moon said my free ground himself be bejina.
Okay.
T me di call round so now a mamma say, I say, Memo Matia say, I'm paying a pa me ba. Me ama timi ko friend butterfly movement afafranto na me gina me contest for elections, general elections, you know.
Yeah.
So far so good.
So far, so good. Now, quite an interesting one. I mean, you are the first presidential candidate. What me are you bold? I launch a policy document. I mean, share the way forward, the blueprint. The Ghana for more Kenya na obepeso ediebu my Ghana. You can't the great transformational plan. Idea.
Person church mu kakra. Say, uti asori o. Wote company o se ubu man o de di kan a se o ye ne se unya planner o di baye adwuma no
okay
if se woni planner na che se de na wugina so a wo di ebeye ekuo no ana se asone kra wate wo di baye adwuma ana company a wate no wo di baye adwuma enti eno no ema de abofo beka se ema road map
okay
ɛno na ɛkyerɛw ɛkwan a wobɛfa so a w'ani so adeɛ hu no ɛbɛtumi abam nti mede kan ka sɛ manya ɛde asi me ani so sɛ mepɛ sɛ meforo abaanwaa no deɛ sɛ medi kan yɛ ne sɛ amasave plan na wobɛka sɛ o na ne sɛ parties na ɛwɔ hɔ dada no wɔn nso so ɛwɔ plan na sɛ wɔhwɛ a NDC ne MPP efiti saa fie a mo ba mu nyina so ekoto aba de omo de ba no enye plan no omo de ba eye manifesto na manifesto de speaker
yes
manifesto so wutie mu ye pa eye a catalog of promises na je say ye promise o say ye ba be we
okay
ekwan e be fa so a de akase ye be no ye nkyerɛkyerɛ mu
manifesto
ye nkyerɛkyerɛ manifesto mu enti na akoye promises once de bia wote a nipa do no na ase na mo promises say
yes
say na komutumi kyerɛkyerɛ mu say ma promise we ba say na mefa so me na obetuma challenge you say media de wo kan ma hu say entimi mbam
ana anya
adwuma
okay
na wan kyerɛkyerɛ mu dia na akoye eye say waka ne tra ana me say da bi media meka se meye sei ne mo mekyerɛkyerɛ kwa mefa so a meye no se de be ya nipa no betimi agina masem no so na wo matimi enwu se ade betimi aya anamenye tie na di kan na se wo hwa se parties bienu a omadi Ghana nim for 32 years aka 5 months boso miensa yakwa koto aba wo mutimi fa plan bi ambae ye betimi agina so aka se ye hu de mbae se kane mbae no nka e betimi amagana pagya na nka pagya dada musi still mu pase mo ba bio na mo ba de na mo ba be anya kura nka ba na de nka mo fa tintin paper so ne ehwe up to 9 by and media me say medical de media na ba medical media pese nipa no omo pese mu no omo ka say Alan
okay
wona ubetimi aye adwuma no but speaker we dey menka bibi ansa na
yes yeah details
on say Ghana say your home
okay
sika sem economy no enkoye but I can tell you say it goes beyond that say no how kase there so but no pa na say here say pese ekwanima de here pa say adwene won say Ghana enchiche mu a abaye mu no the division any polarization na and bibia ewo Ghana akoye ntokwa
politics NPP ni
NDC akoye politics so want to me fa bibia ento apostle and discuss about politics in them now say want to be mbu man say o enti say no the Ghana for here number 1 and say ye benya an independent candidate nature say ye to no so aba ono ani nyina so ne ye gina dia to no so aba nye say party
enti na ye to
no so aba
okay
eno ne ade a Mr. Ghana for say yentie sasma mike pa if you say party na do ba dia na say the party no epe na wo ba be ye say you are not there for Ghana, you are there to represent the interests of your party.
Okay.
And I first say we sha and now say ye gina party so ne di to abaninti say abanba no share project bi ase a ofiri so a aban foforo a ebeba no say project a you enyo ye nto aso
ye jato
na esa no a na che say o man na ye ha no tindie di kan number 1 and he say it is time say afa ye bepe independent candidate ono de ogyina finfin Ghana nti no de ba eno ne number 1 eno ni de nti a man kwete party foforo a me se meko
content crow
ye to so mienum enam say ye mu achiche ni nti na ema ye nko animo ni nti no Ghana needs a government of national unity.
Okay.
One will say ye nyan kaboma ban a tabia sa division na papa mo no still enkoda. It's only a government of national unity. And
yefo bia embrem
na because yefo bia embrem na nya say bia wo mo ye party amanyosem kwa.
Okay.
Party for mrem so ye NDC o ye PPU so ye CPPU nemum wo mo so enye politics no so kra no so ye for mrem say business wo mo be business technocrats wo mo labor union si we dey no bet cause bet be buma union for nka ho ana say wo mo ye kua wo mo ni representative in government wo mo sorry ma Muslim for how can you govern a country as we be more sign pay na omo nka ho anuti se Ghana for tie mi ya mo munyina sa no ma miensa yi so
okay
na omo ema nsaembra de di kan se dem aka no enam say mu achiche no you need an independent candidate with my Ghana for abom. Number 2 say no we need a government of national unity. Amambuo no obia ebeka wodin adwene ebaba. Na first number 3 so yenjai promises no manifesto promises. Yenfa planning yedwa.
Yo. 9 o'clock on the dot. Kessben 92.9. Oshio TV so we are live across the country. DSTV so now channel 364. Go TV so channel 121. Many the Honorable Alan Kojo Martin, leader at the Movement for Change and AD and Como plus the ARC. Womunino at the Womu endorsement no aman. Honorable, last week Monday na me war a year moving pick. Na I mean over 1 hour and na ujina wa 9 so ode when this were dehuno etudra mayemra the GTP great transformational plan so makai mubia na
I say Bible the gospel according to Alajemate.
I see a lot of interesting things and there are salient points I highlight here maybe sa honsem no but mamemma akwanya no best bedu na chiremu the thematic areas me who say we're putting into clusters na yenchiremu na Ghana frontiers na fe yemra the substantive voice.
Yo say GTP no
yes
e won chichemu nsia chese ana eponko nsia
okay
the di kan economy the kan economy ana say yesikasem hihye ho the tosumienu amanyosem governance
okay
nti e wono so e wo ne chapter ana yewo infrastructure here pa
okay
and sana wapa social services so almost yesika semu here infrastructure so here so we catch yourself mum education any health eno kra here chain eno no nti eno so e wo ni na po eno so e ka GTP eno che so say energy chese untimi enye mfididuma energy nkania ni ho nti eno so e wo ne po ye na eno no energy no so no ekwan e befa so a nyame abɔde a ɔde ama yɛn minerals gold ne adeɛ ɛwɔ nhyehyɛeɛ bɛn ne yɛde ɛbɛyɛ saa nnwuma no ɛno nso so no ɛka energy no ho ɛno nso yɛ ɛpɔ baako na deɛ ɛtwa to a nipa dodoɔ no ase ɛno koraa na sesei ɔmani agye ho paa no ɛne Ghana yɛsuban our attitude our mindset sɛdeɛ yɛadwene yɛ adwuma sesei wohwɛ a wobɛka sɛ ɛyɛ discipline ɛwɔ Ghana ɛne sɛ obiara mfa mmara nyɛ hwee no ɛno ɛka ho nti na yɛwɔ yɛgyina bere asese yɛwɔ mu no ɛno nti ɔhu sɛ saa apɔapɔ nsia yi woka nyina bɔ mu a menu a kyerɛ sɛ problem biara ni hɔ a wontumi ntrɛsi solution no from this 6 ɛyɛ na nti sɛ wofa economy no a ɛyɛ economy chapter na bi a wobɛfa no sɛ Bible a nka wobɛkɔ book mu chapter 1 na ɛno yɛwɔ mu ɛno soso nkyekyɛmu ɔn sɛ yɛka economy a sɛ obi wɔbɛtumi aka sɛ obi ɔyɛ businessman wɔbɛka sɛ deɛ hia me paa ne currency no yɛsika no a exchange rate no obi a ɔno ɛno paa ne hia no ɛfi sɛ ɔkra nɔɔma ɔnkra nɔɔma koraa ɔho sɛ exchange rate no ɛnyina ne nti no ana ama nɔɔma ɛbɔ ɛkɔ so nti ɛno no deɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ about that no ɛno n'asɛm bom obi also obeka sɛ o da bi sese me hu sɛ aban ni ye problem pa ne abusia ya bwa ama afa di akopie IMF no yentimi ntua no ebi a ɛno no asɛm na ehia no ɛno so ɛho solution bom obi so obeka sɛ da bi ene kwakra ni sɛ wo ya aban na untimi control expenditure sɛ wo de akwati sɛ wo school ni school ɛno ara ne sɛ wo spend wodi kɔsa tɛbi a ɛno so ɔno ɛhia no obi so ɔbɛka sɛ sɛdeɛ aban deɛ ɛyɛ deɛ a wobɛspend na mmom revenue a wobɛgyina so a wode bɛspend no ɛno ɛho hia nti wɔn sɛ saa nneɛma wɔ nyinaa mafa nneɛma bɛɛ du baako 11 areas
under the economy
no ana mɛtumi akyerɛkyerɛ mu wɔ hɔ na ɛno akyi no soso no sɛ wohu sɛ ebi a wosikasɛm ɛna ɛhawa anaa ebi a inflation ɛkwan a yɛ nneɛma boɔ ɛkɔ so no ɛna ehia wa deɛ na wobɛgyina so a wobɛtumi asɔbo saa problem tí ɛno nso so mɛwura mu wɔ hɔ ɛyɛ mfididwuma industrialization ma kyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛkwan a industrialization ɛbɛtumi asɔbo yɛ sikasɛm problem nyinaa ɛno akyi nso so ma saa apiepie agriculture mu a new agricultural revolution the ɛbɛyɛ agriculture ebetimi ama yasolve Ghana yesikasɛm problem a yɛwɔ yi na the atwa toɔ ɛwɔ economy no ɛne tourism wokɔ nkuroko ne bi so a
yes
ɔmo ni natural resource bi asɛ de Ghana ɛwɔ gold nanso so tourism nko a etimi apagya ɔman no
Dubai
nti wa hwo wɔn sɛ obi akɔ Dubai
yes
kai sɛ Dubai na desert o ɛdɛ na wofiri ekuro te sɛ Ghana mu sɛ wokɔ desert efi sɛ ɛkwan a ɔma fa so a ɔma ma ɛhɔ ayɛ akɔnɔ obiara ɛkɔ tourist ɛkɔ hɔ nti sɛ wohwɛ paadi a na yɛ sɛ economy no chapter no nko ara no yɛwɔ macro economy sɛ akɔfɔ kan macro economy and yɛwɔ industry and yɛwɔ agriculture and yɛwɔ tourism.
Interesting. Quite an interesting one. 6 minutes after 9. Now, and the economy, no, and I may say you be taking one after the other. Now, medical catcher some kind but they will call a year page 14 of one casa or policy, no, or now under expenditure, very important. Say a bino, a fibiano, obey budget. By November every year, na ya can kind, ya share your expenditure, na a buy no ashe coin obefa so be generate iska. Now on point 1, also achieve a budget deficit rate not exceeding 5% within a period of 2 years. And no, me who say a massive promise because your budget ye nyina no debia no your deficit are yentiminki order. Now reducing those deficits in its numbers to 5%. How achievable is this?
The
yes.
We have no choice. Sure. What was say? say budget deficit kwan ben ne fa so eba
okay
I just say bia this year and now 2025 we say sika obenya or mine we just say revenue obenya no 10 cities.
Yes.
Meanwhile projects are open so no 20 cities. Open so spending 20 cities. Meanwhile sika ebeba futuo no 10 cities. So 10 cities would the Canada. And he said, sir, 10 cities no a uni hu sika no. And so person will spend no. Uni shop should be a kobo ebusia.
And the best also.
The best also and son what me spend it sika. And he said deficit no. Na say time bia no o deficit. Say o show no me ya. And he say unya deficit. As a balance book.
Okay.
So when him say this year 2025 to major no menya 10 series
yes
and now would you so
and the share expenditure
would expenditure now say if say be a cover say a man yourself any input to jumenti no open say we spending more than ubenya and when we say and it's more than 5%.
Okay.
Now 5% you know the American say even American ideal thing is a balance. Say the bay there's no deficit, but say deficit be background and it's a more than 5%.
Okay.
Now we are making it is even enshrined in law. Say the
Financial Management Act. No?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Speaker, idea what we are moving. And I'm saying, they say, "Open Minister for Finance." I am not say, and he said, deficit a cop beyond 5%. And he said, the American say, I am guaranteeing, say, will not go beyond 5%. Now, so me can one say, me can confidently.
Yes.
I don't think me can confidently. If it's a minimum, my church, me kwanya, me faswa, me increase government revenue.
Okay.
And much kwan fa so a
I be match with expenditure now.
Yes. And much kwan so may reduce government expenditure. You bet me balance budget no. Enti say share be kra say a tefa so kra mpa enko more than 5%. Say over expenditure this year.
Yes.
On say the biggest expenditure Ghana. Me church na Ghana for yenti no man.
What do you mean because and only a basis of everything.
And a basis of it. One say we salaries
yes
yeni edma wo aban mu no compensation yes salaries
yes
na say uyi interest
you wo loan
so u kan nyina bomu a it takes almost like 98% of
your
revenue
okay
tedemikan enye account would no interest
yes.
Plus salaries and nkwa eje revenue nyina enti na say account small percentage bia we dey buy infrastructure enti what we say na acquire to say perpetually no Ghana your problem unless say ubetimi reduce the size of government because on say you salaries and nkwa plus interest payment enti the first thing we say we reduce size of government.
Yes.
Now, by reach the size of government, it must start with your cabinet.
You remember cabinet, but you are also promising, say, Ube create jobs, create cash in the people's pocket.
Yes.
And Ube reduce the size of government. No, it means that and be redundant. No,
yes.
And how do you correspond?
What church mupa?
Yes.
Say no government jobs. Yet in fact more than 700,000.
Okay.
A big grand see that. Till the making speaker. Just a public sector jobs. Ain't been go beyond 700,000.
Okay.
And no crown pona and no in say you know. And no crown still your problem you. Paying government and no crown pona a problem. And what we say we have no option, any choice. Yet to me and you sue government ejuma. Enfa absorb nipa area school every year be nipa free tertiary institutions by they are more than 300,000
exactly
and he said every year be 300,000 area school near begumo the egumu that granya adwuma na another year ba na another 300,000 ebegum Enti se etuatu aso a na se ne ka kire o se 14.7% unemployment. It is all yawa.
Okay.
If you say sa ni pe nyina omo ntimi enko government enti ese say number 1 either say o private sector.
Okay.
Akọ pay adwuma. And now say o self-employed. And nti na maka se me kasa se metimi reduce
expenditure
na meka if you say meaning say me say obi obewie free obewie SHS bia no.
Yes.
Obekọ into compulsory internship program.
Okay.
An apprenticeship. Answer na obeto aso no compulsory obekọ into internship. On say so we school na say unya even 6 months 3 months experience pa ma when which wadwin mu bie ama wo answer na obekọ university no kra no na say already no unim the world of work.
Okay.
By the time I will be Pierre, will be school no cry. Next, you are copy what you man now, why you cry. Not I just said, what dada. And no, any the training, says here, the man, or won't be free SHS.
Okay.
And now, man, be university and our tertiary institutions. Yes, say, will be opposite or military. No, you better more Sakunyano. And no, the discipline we here, open say, wow, you are now we need discipline. It's going to be very difficult. One person military, you have more Kunya Nebia from one more person Kunyan, Obiano, compulsory, you have wow, I'm one start to our Juma.
Okay.
And today I say, Mekase, ye money pa and call public service. The alternative in India making.
Okay.
Start your own business. Yeah, the new fund be beba. Obi obe school bia no. Ekwa ebe faso a ebe boa amawa start to business. Eno any the new thing a ebeba. Na eno no net say obi starting dio. Ye besa aboa ma tete companies. Ye ka mo bomu a nye cooperative. We were a new type of cooperative.
Okay.
Ye ka mo bomu a nye take company amom. Adwuma bi on be say factory no be so me ya aban ebe kra equipment na mo work and pay.
Okay.
And sana ya per managers so ama wo said the be ya e say one company na aban abo no mate. Ya mo equipment work and pay.
Okay.
Ya mo working capital. Ana ya sa pe management team ama na management team ne be pa ama no ya te new company bi a your friend Ghana Executive Service Organization. One say, penifo bebre, no, omo, ewo nimdia, omo, ewo business, professional accountants, ni adiem, engineers, oma ko retirement, omo tifie.
Okay.
And so omo amoding, eni nimdia. Say, your friend Gesso.
Okay.
Omo nyina ni yebebo amomano. Na omo timi a supporto sa youth owned companies here. Yebabwa
mentor.
Not even mentoring.
Okay.
Managing
the company itself.
Yes, because we were teaching companies. Say so be no be we school. Obetima se mini adwuma. Under Alan's presidency. Obienwa obe we school. Obeka se mini adwuma.
I achievable so.
I achievable say ma church omu.
Yes.
Because say yeboa mo yeso a na say you solve unemployment problem. Who solve unemployment problem kai say one income no benyano. Na say one income tax aban benya free mono. Na say aban so enya more revenue. Because why increase the size of wo tax base, you know.
Okay. And
our face ukra na de efe wo mukra ni say when you increase businesses Ghana and no you also increase I say demand.
Okay.
Because after any papa nya adwuma ye unya adwuma ye oboto no ma sika ba oboto no ma na fe omo ye produce no so
omo produce no more
hey speaker
horrible
na say me nim kwa say economics what ya say omo produce no mo a na e chese economy no den etene enu amu na omo export to be
okay
so omo export to a say if everybody is producing,
yes,
and young people will be a producer, na quality no so ya on say na me management team assemble mu say quality no so ya say Africa so me na me gina so ema African Continental Free Trade Area wonu say no me na me buy enti na say mabomodin asa ma Africa nyina ya ka bom a ye didwa ba akom enti na wo produce bibi wo Ghana say yem pabo say tade o bepamo ubetimi aton everywhere in Africa due to be under so enti ama ye ton ye normal any part of Africa e just say e won wo from e say due to be under so enti say no enye Ghana market nkwa so we mpaboa si a ubetimi akoton mpaboa no Zimbabwe if you say no Africa no there's no production anywhere
yes
a few countries
honey important to me because under the same year revenue mobilization, you know, and expanding the tax base, you know. I mean, what state say Obe introduced the friend free port, and I say over a year page 15 of the document. Or say establish a free port enclave at the Tema port to enhance vessel traffic and shipment, which will increase revenue from port services. And then it will as well increase revenue to GDP ratio as a target of 20%. And they are connected to the after. But the consensus is that also pursue will be a free port. And Crawford made the near Bemu, woman said then to your port. How are we going to correspond this?
See what we say.
Kessben 92.9.
Dubai.
Yes.
We also go Dubai. We also go Singapore. We also go Hong Kong.
Yes.
Identity. Say you a free port. Now the entire Emma free port will be a call and say ships are what we are saying now.
Okay.
Baby a omo a Kessben any baby a free port.
Okay.
Because you can't free port now. Now says what the normal a call a whole open 7 fans say open so the normal call South Africa here. Na Ghana a free porter. Aha. And a ships in Babajina.
To have a destination.
I have a destination.
Okay.
And sana work because I have no a free port. Unoma bar for transshipment.
Okay.
And tonight is a mark quite to say vessels, no. Dudwana obia person or the bar free port. Said the bear because yes, who person the normal call be a crobiswa. Would you be called baby? I say port beer with me. Higher transshipment.
Okay.
And to once a time be a vessel traffic no ekoso. And not in Hong Kong ni Singapore Togo you cry ye kan. Obia wako Togo da obehu. Ukwa eponuswa. Egusu bebre because a free port.
But about the concerns again be say or contemporaries, you know, or opponent, you know, air promise a flat rate, tax regime and a duty regime, airport. Now the concerns in the BM and it's a country like ours. Yenim say government in, government out. More mabaying in our coning no. A large chunk of sika womunyano if report neighbor. A quite many befas when yesika or port was so open we any freer. You better a generated revenue from there to support government.
Okay, me church ukakra.
Yes.
Se ka se free porter. No church say
just shake.
Obia odi no mababa wuntu ade bi.
Okay.
I know the night you can see a free porter, a transshipment port.
Okay.
A transshipment port. I know you say you to port one.
Okay.
But a transshipment port, if you say a honor vessels in your person do no matter because a whole services a faster. I know say a tona ye G from Obia import no man.
Yes.
I don't know. And no, you're different from say transshipment now.
Okay. Okay.
And he said, "Yenye no free mo." See, I can say aban benya sika free port no. Now he say, "On say ship be land wo ha, you will tour mutia."
Okay.
That's number one.
Yes.
And the more ships that are coming into your free port, the more you earn. And no Jamaica, Hong Kong, Dubai, and no the services are almost charging vessels na eba ehono. And no number one.
Okay.
Number two, so no. Say sa free port no so. And now say ships do airborne no. Freight cost cheaper.
Okay.
So me fan say Ghana a free port. Africa ha ship bia say ba first ansa na akọ enu nti se wo be hu se wo di ship containers ne ba enam say vessels no doors no nti no de wo betua for one container no e bia be half
okay na atebo no so
na atebo no so nti obia wo kra no ma ba no wo be hu say the cost of shipping no to you no as an importer no half. On says say nam say ships do na ntimi ba ha nti no. Anu nti na won say freight cost, container cost, yes container shipping cost no. Ne bo e was no. Nti anu ye different free port concept ye different from say
the normal regime
normal regime no so. And I say anu so ye be reduce port charges no. Till if you say porter what kind number of levies any charges are a war meaning yasama mobo say no be special import levy we say inti uko pay ya we say my list
abolish and for instance I say eliminate the existing compounded calculation of VAT by consolidating the NHS down over or say abolish special import levy of 2%.
2%.
Abolish the COVID-19 levy recovery.
I didn't think COVID levy.
Our port.
I didn't. Well, my import to me normal. COVID year almost 4 years.
Yes.
I feel you see disinfection fee. No. Levy idea to so. What are you disinfecting? Now, I know
abolish all taxes and other charges on the importation of spare parts within 2 years of the establishment of the government of national unity.
Yes. Oh, so say ni padodo na womo complainia aduane bo any transport cost.
Yes.
Any the two most important.
Yes.
Now, transport costs, the main component of transport, is spare parts. Which you more transport industry. Spare parts work cost not transport possible. And they say so it may reduce taxes.
Spare parts.
So also so me buy me say within 2 years. If within 2 years, not sa nhihye amaka say meye ni nyina na ezemetimi aye. Nti no me ya affect your revenue. But say ultimate advance notice. Then the so make us say by that time cry na ya start produce spare parts. On say me say in real no mu but on say me start vehicle assembly.
Yes.
Me minister no. Say Ghana is the only country in Africa, not even South Africa. You work 5 out of 6 global companies are on produce cars. So you were Toyota, your Volkswagen, your Nissan, your Hyundai, your Omunina, Peugeot, Omunina, produce cars. Until within 2 years, now you're starting manufacture components in Ankasawa. Until now, I say, I feel yes, and mobile, near starting into manufacturing. If they produce spare parts, now the entire year produce spare parts, and they say, within Alamba, within 2 years, now you produce steel.
Okay.
Who says steel no? You free iron.
Yes.
You produce aluminium, and you see free bauxite. And I feel so no makase. I feel oil na yetu.
Yes.
You will add value. Now, who add value to oil and the gas on your plastics? And today say ukra steel, ukra iron, and now aluminium.
Yes.
Now ukra plastics are components here. They can in your next one. I don't know. But
how will you respond to Obi Awatifi Awotie no paya? Nipa no ebe raise concerns say oh yeah the longest serving trade minister on record.
Yes.
Na sa initiative yi nyina no wan fa biama.
Hey, na nyina sam nam de bae. President Kufuor time.
Okay.
The most important program under President Kufuor President Special Initiatives. And now, President Special Initiatives, that was the beginning of the transformation of the Ghanaian economy. Me see normal 4 pay. Ghana, normal 4 pay. You concentrate on it.
Okay.
Oil palm. What we say, garment. Pamia. any industrial salt. I'm say be among kind no. Na no the tia me ka sa ni say oil palm nko an. Se wo hwe Malaysia. Eno kra no ye at independence na ye kra wani mu si o ma. Menwo adwuma o mesu Africa Ghana. Every year oil palm omunya over $20 billion o. Nya million o.
Yes.
Aben wo adwuma nko an o. Ye ya aben kwan no. Womu process I export to $20 billion. Cocoa and my more than $2 billion. And if you have 4 times, me my year cultivate 100,000 acres. Not say from independence. Na room more than 20,000 acres. Me under Kofo yeah 100,000 acres account. At that time, say 4 years na Antoata. Say MPP free abem. Na say ke to aso menwo adwuma no kwa no kabana nka Ghana nke adu anim.
Okay.
The same thing and governments no. It is a obikasa na say na even President Kufuor Addo abem. One district, one factory. The most revolutionary program in Africa, the whole Africa. Ebisi baby ah.
Very well. But num so kakraba me na messages no aba bebre na men kan bi me ba ye be moving on to the other sectors because me hu say what be especially under infrastructure kwan ye be fa so e be impunto Ghana a lot of them here. Now we say good morning Mr. Speaker. Please ask the Honorable Alan Kyerematen, was he not the minister where all these taxes were introduced and what did he do about it? Aziz Amankwa Boateng the way free Kumase ana Ebaye. Aziz made us say any message, honorable Beyano at the amount. I say Alan can explain his own policies. But I think the Wayama will unless it be a hope say with a different spectacle. We say Ghanaians should vote December 7 for Alan Kyerematen, the man with vision for Ghana. Humility of service and compatible human nature is what he carries. I'm Noah from Sola, Tuna, Kalba district in the northern region. We, the young politicians, should learn from the Honorable Alan Kyerematen. He carries a lot of vision. Thank you for a message. We say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please ask the Honorable Alan Kyerematen that all these nice ideas, why didn't he implement any of them before leaving as the longest serving minister in charge of trade at cabinet level? Sonny, would you free tema Anna Edebaye? Honorable Beyano amount. And my question, Honorable Midis, and I think some Crawfords will raise the same concern. We say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Alan, good work. I done my heart out for you. Abrecia, you sent in that one. We say, greetings to you, Mr. Speaker, and Honorable Alan Kyerematen. Please greet him for me. He is the only solution to solve the ordinary Ghanaians' problems. Other than that, Ghana moving forward will experience what we are seeing in Kenya. The GTP is the one that is going to transform our economy and our country. God bless him for his great vision for our country. Thank you for your message. We say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm convinced to vote for Honorable Alan Kyerematen, but please ask him for me, how is he going to implement these plans whilst these two parties own most of the seats in parliament, and who is he going to choose as a running mate? Papa Ediwe free Kessben ana Ede Ebaye. Honorable, a lot of the messages yes, and it concerns na me bisa.
And now almost say person me church na me nwan mo ti ase say me say I was one or probably the most successful minister during Kufuor's time. Now we say President Kufuor na as a statesman I want to make but o Canada na enunti na ene Kufuor Kufuor abaso and na during this time business pejaya one and a business minister one and a year in charge of a President Kufuor time in a golden age of business. Responsible for it. A true time, no. Now me Minister for Trade, Industry, Presidential Special Initiatives, and Private Sector Development. For every grandpa, Esida. And near Kufuor abaso yes, on an air president, but they are not or yet responsible for
the
private sector. You know, and obi bejina no bisa sa na me wo identity my employer. And I church muchrewi. A year from cassava, a year from oil palm, and yeah, and I church muchrewi. President Kufuor Abreso, and ne utie communicators, MPP communicators.
Yes,
they man no can want them. The only thing now, one more can want them say. One district, one factory, and I cast yeah. And I want to show Omoka.
Yes, Omoka.
And no Miama Juma me di buyer, Miasuna man succeed here. So on the meter. It is over Case. I don't think I'm my no na me church mu say.
And before raise concern, especially with the free port now okay for transshipment and the spare parts are within 2 years.
Yes.
Ube levies near the free so no. And the whole concern I'm sure say and Crawford no pese wo mu ho.
And I'm patro how me answer.
Yes.
Chill. So me kase free port and my church mu say who create free port until me ma mu Dubai ne Hong Kong example and even Togo I say a transshipment port na we create and hana cargo nyina eba ansa na ye de akoba bibiwo enti oyasa na vessel traffic no higher enti unya a lot of money from even port services no and no make abanyo enye say obia wa import no ma no na akwai say who import no ma na say free. Say who import no man. Now we are in transshipment there, of course, a free. Say who have a town wo Ghana, and no you duty and a standard. Nemum de na make can say apart from free port a day, my church mu say import duty and it's our tasks baby a no port no a paper form. Now there wo mu krampo ni say speaker. Me and I introduce you the most successful customs management system ever in Ghana. I don't put me finance minister.
I see.
When new system ICOMS. ICOMS when I'm the buy.
Idea.
Yes, idea. When I'm the buy. And call for bombing who negatives are no one is a medding. Nam say collusion. You call for a deport munintino. Me de benya na nkofo pese mafia me. Enso me gina me na so ka se there be media Ghana nti na me politics.
Yes.
Enya party asem. Enti bia de be ma abanya sika no na meye. Na me introduce sa ICOMC. Me introduce no 2020 be fan say 2020 21.
Samba bebre.
And samba afa okay.
Yes, me kai.
Now land wakofa system we but me ma statistics no 2019 na old system no na revenue enya from duty in port na 12 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Tieni yo 2019 old system enya 12 billion there. 2021 all the propaganda we against is na me this system bi aba no 2021 a move to 16 billion first 3 months of implementation.
Of ICOMS.
First 3 months of implementation. 2022, 22.1 billion. Now for the ABN Ampasa Moti. Maybe the system of Anna and nam negative propaganda and I like over BBI. Within 1 year, I didn't move from 12 billion revenue to 22 billion in 2022. 2023, 30.6 billion, and I'm new system made by. Now, so we to for propaganda annoya. Me finance minister. Now me system am the buy. You bet me the more revenue at the port. And I'm the more 2019. Not old system 19 billion. 12 billion.
Yes.
2019, 12 billion. 2023 with the new system, 30.6 billion. 30.6 billion. Look at the difference. I just say just system system amediaba. Eti wo pe obia. O just say any trade industry nkwa.
Yes, or track record.
Even between the custom system buyer, it mean yeah. My record is 90 and then say church mo. The evidence is there.
Very well. Aro, very important. In your earlier submission, you mentioned discipline. I mean, I am with the power because discipline no idea here. Now you are promising us. John Mahama promises on the 60 ministers by year Juma. Dr. Bawumia so 10, so by year 50. They say once what so 10, say on the 40 ministers and the by year Juma. How achievable is this?
Media me my church mo. And yes, I can try now. I feel will be at to media. Yes, me a year the lowest keke. Massa church ministers. That's a be a Bible there. Governance section. My church the number of ministers. One of the year Makapa very important.
Yes.
Me say me combining finance, trade, and industry.
Okay.
Because my year Juma
finance, trade, and industry. Ministries in the Bible.
Because for time PSI.
Yes.
Na me yeno. Senka Ministry of Finance ka trade and industry one. And by now, na ka je senka PSI no. Na successful. But ka even 10 times more successful.
Okay.
1D1F is the same thing. Even with limited budget. The meet me here with one is one fact. Even with limited budget from Ministry of Finance. Do you know say one is one factory met me promote to ma aye international ninan. When you say eba bem 2017, not even one cedi from government budget na ye dey support to aye. Not even one cedi from government budget near the ma one is one factory. And so me ame pe kwan bia me ma ade no pagya ekoye. Enti se me ka say ye be reduce the size of government. What was a ministry in baby wa I see it make a boom. And my list OSHA constitution the only ministry it must exist by law no and attorney general. And what you know, even the constitution prescribes say we have 19 cabinet ministers. A minimum of 19 cabinet ministers. And I say region be also a minister. And say uko constitution now we use constitution now say 19 cabinet ministers plus 16 regional ministers. I don't 35. And now say would be too for deputy ministers near there. And American it shouldn't even go beyond 40 now American. Until I made a match.
Okay, interesting. Now, baby, I am a debut no, under the economy, but I mean, related to agrarian. So, cocoa sector reforms very important. Now, the king kind of ne me the asterisk, you know, at all. I say abolish the existing cocoa external loan syndication arrangement for the purchase of cocoa and issue domestic securities dominated in the local currency for the purchase of cocoa. Cocoa sector, you better reform because production conforms the same.
Say cocoa, afibianum, abain say ye kobobusia $2 billion.
Yes.
Syndicated loan. Ye koji loan $2 billion every year. Ye have to cocoa. Meanwhile, cocoa so ye $4 na to cocoa. Cocoa, woman. To cocoa no omo the cities and a to cocoa.
Okay.
And see a budget 2 billion, come up with 2 billion. Nanso so the cities na to. Chese ye cocoa no ye wia e se kai se mfaso bia ye nya no e se this asika na asa kotua ye loan no ka.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense. Anunti ana meka say yentwam enyasa ka kwaje loan
yenyi syndicated loan in free
na aban issue bonds local bonds sika bonds ya ye issue ye say when na woka say we issue cocoa bonds dia to cocoa ubenya sika na den ye sika ye to cocoa na ye to cocoa say ye konya free say Bank of Ghana na enya saiska no am ye to cocoa it's the same thing, but the beauty of this is say in this case no na say ye ton ye cocoa no ye benya full value of earnings no cocoa value na ye beton no ye fa ensan fan kotua loan biaka and it to change the dynamics.
And only a good idea, but under this same government regime, we are a woman. When we introduce you, be a friend of Dachi bonds. One can the same thing. Say one more de beboa cocoa sector and any idea. The same crofok record Dachi bonds no cross haircut. The interest accrued, because of the domestic debt exchange program. I mean, affected. And how will Ghanaians have the confidence? Say, as I saw, musika buying bosia. Na interest are buying promising obet me as to you back.
As Mami Church Mokaka. Say, Omo issued cocoa bonds.
Yes.
Omo issued almost Dachi bonds.
Yes.
Dachi bonds, Now, at the time Omo issue,
yes.
Say omo promise say you be treat certain interest over a period of time.
Yes.
Now one she show no maye. When to me I manage the economy. Now bobusia na a certain level.
Yes.
Now and to want to me entria because we are not generating enough revenue which we the abusia akobo and which we the triaka. Now I feel ukonya problem. Na enu hunti went here Dachi bonds once it has nothing to do with the making till where issue bonds. Also enu kranye na insheda anye say ye di tokoko for different say on them but the enfan no say who issue say o di top
purposely for cocoa kra no
o say fa say o di ya 92.9 na say wa sa akobo bobusia bebre want to mentia na enu hunti akoba say wontimi ntua a car wo de nti no wo the haircut obi a ono no abeto wo bond no afo be man a haircut now it has nothing to do with the making because one kasa no one mismanage economy no normal and wakoboro more because one koboro more than a sobora and haircut bebem the diet what a haircut? What a haircut as no. Oh, I said, I know I buy a chair. Say, Wuko now want me to manage you debt a year. Now borrow more than you should borrow.
Yes.
Now and you know, so I saw say, I fed ye, Wuko mobi haircut. One is your blame.
Very well. All right, and not only lead to my next question because I call a year page 18. Pajoko page 18.
Hey, I've read the Miami Bible now.
Bible.
What I said, I've read it. Where your friend political evangelism.
Point 1.7.
Yeah.
Debt sustainability management.
Yes.
Very important.
Yeah.
You are seeking to become president from January 7, 2025. Now, we name the current state of your womb in terms of Oman Yekayede. Now, as at this morning, Kwano, your debt to GDP is 83%. And your mind over 83% as I say, now, there is a prediction by the World Financial Institution said by 2029 there na yetimia manage ababedu 69.7%. A car ye this say ye postpone in the next 10 to 15 years.
Yes, yeah.
Obeden one manage sa economy we ya financially ye boost no enye.
Hey, and then speaker I'm said number one now. Said what's here? I said Ministry of Finance one why you say open so convince himself of no call.
Exactly.
Excellent question. Me check mu kakra.
Okay.
Tamwa ye ko IMF no. Na ye ye books so no.
Yes.
Ye say your debt to GDP no. I just say busia ya bono. Bia would be 80 na yes debt to GDP baby almost like 80%.
Yes.
80%. Sana ne books mo.
Yes.
I am a for buy no amaka say there be debt to GDP are more can. More than 80%. With debt no. More than 80% of your GDP.
Okay.
A car would just say move 80%. I know say of normal we normal 80% account now IMF for buy no am say there be cocoa board ECG just other state agencies no account mo de no ya the government debt ho
okay
80% na wo kan ebeko 105%. Enti eno no mu gina so say your debt to GDP ni 105%.
Okay.
Na say yen ye pese IMF my busiana as ye reduce again from 105% to 55%.
Okay.
Say ansan ye discount amount enu nti no mu ye haircut no.
Okay.
Na haircut no ye ka say won say na wo ko to say even by 20 work no. Ye ti kra pa 55%
yeah, 69%.
69%.
And you cry 2029.
And what's the solution? The solution is say I'm a for the say and now uba be catch them say menya revenue $20 billion tie the make you say ne aban for ba no mu ko I'm of no kaze o say menya $20 billion from 2025 every year be benya $20 billion in revenue. Not just say, who would that you know? When you more revenue as is over to be there, try work on.
Okay.
It means I would make out. I just say, who nice out me approve it. Say no, make me $20 billion every year from exports on Guam.
Okay.
Instead of $2 billion, as they say, and she said, open your $20 billion every year there. Now, so wait me at work also faster than the say I say a war.
Okay.
Now, a buying way there. There's no way I'm bet me convince even IMF no. So what I say, that is why I say MPP no any the credibility say I'm bet me they are convincing even IMF say. One bet me reduce one more debt to GDP no up to that percent because programmer governor diakono actually say omuntimi estimating and convincing IMF say this is how they are going to earn more revenue. NDC is the same. Crowd for plan by Alan there me matchrow say me be president anya crano within a matter of 2 to 3 years your revenue ankwara almost $35 to $50 billion. My church baby sikari nya be fraba.
Very well. All right, me no wrap up.
Okay.
Your brain into na ye dey essay. Now, we wrap up with infrastructure but we be beside important questions say say you know one parliamentary aspirant.
Yeah.
Enti no oko emrahye bedwamu a o rep bia enne ho election ya oko mizunya file obia yet yenim so be file dey.
Yeah.
So be president obe na bu oman with a highly dominated parliament NPP ni NDC na afa infrastructure na
yes. Speaker.
Yes.
We say me di kind them just say me di kind say. Gente say Alan Ghana for madu no mo tuma me be president say. Me say me be government of national unity. Alan be president me independent candidate nye party that me buy.
Okay.
Enti me fa party obi a obetimi aye adwuma no wo parliament so ye NDC o ye MPP yo metimi afaw na obeka maba no.
Okay.
O ye independent candidate so metimi afaw abeka maba tis the name for your propaganda no ko fa ministers when ade me say government of national unity.
Okay.
Me fa bi free MPP mu me fa bi free NDC mu independent candidates on parliament for say why is the problem? And no simple night say NDC wom MPP wom independent for more parliament woma. How can there be confusion? Because
you drink Ghana
who straight.
Okay.
Who buy and who buy my no and yet me foul on your own merit
or competence.
Or competence in me foul. Just say MPP no ana waka say unyina so nti mama ba oba so me be your minister we NDC here is the same thing. I say Alan nyame ahia mama said me see me politics over the years I'm one of the few leading politicians in Ghana me what acceptability in all the parties and you be abeka say NPP for party penifon na no more problem but the rank and file of the MPP 70 to 80% of MPP rank and file no one when you mean one more shamanim and this the same thing it me catch across all CPP force the same thing.
Very well. Me will be, but when the official one, and you when our sign, the autograph was
with Mama. Said was here, who said to a papa.
Oh, there we are.
Now, some me my travel book. I feel what idea now, Speaker.
When this was doing so song, we wish you well. We pray, say, Radibema, Wakuma, so at the end when this was doing.
Amen.
Now we can say I don't pay your dassy. Say your tones are from will buy. Now visit me pay we no.
Mr. My autograph over crack. You may be a much you know man will say my autograph.
My Indian ones and I am Abisi Abedase, and the Honorable Alan Kojocho Bache, that we need a dim common. Me do see, me need the Kwame Appiah Kubi. Sejo, any team no, Eddie, a good year, 7 no, 2 hours so. I don't yani ochina, Yabesan so Abba, na Yanewo Eddie Eshia. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
This is 92.9, the radio station that other radio